Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitske. New at noon, the family of a man shot and killed by a deputy in Mojave last year has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the county. The family claims the deputy used excessive force, and the Kern County Sheriff's Office did not provide proper training for its deputies. The lawsuit alleges the deputy shot 39-year-old Michael Lewis Sr. 6 times in the back and side, despite Lewis posing no threat. That lawsuit also claims deputies arrived at a memorial later set up at the site of the shooting and tried to intimidate the family.
We have released videos of such incidents where you see deputy sheriffs, marked vehicles circling the place where Mr. Lewis died and where family members were bringing flowers to his memorial.
According to the sheriff's office, Lewis was shot during a traffic stop back on October 3rd. KCSO says Lewis initially cooperated with Deputy Jason Ayala, but soon ran toward his vehicle and then charged the deputy with his hand in his waistband. That's when Ayala shot and killed Lewis. KCSO ruled the shooting to be within department policy. And at least 2 people were hurt in a car crash in downtown Bakersfield overnight. It happened just after 1 a.m. on 24th and F Streets. Information is limited at this time, but police say 2 vehicles were involved, and the people who were hurt in the crash have minor to moderate injuries. Video sent to 17 News shows first responders working to remove one woman from a car after she became pinned in during that crash. More than one person can be seen being taken away on stretchers. Police say no one was killed in the crash. Meantime, a man is in critical condition after he was struck by a suspected drunk driver. It happened just after 8 last night in the 2500 block of White Lane near El Potrero Road in South Bakersfield. Now, according to police, the man was crossing White Lane outside of a crosswalk when he was hit. The driver stayed at the scene and was arrested on suspicion of DUI. And a homicide investigation is underway this afternoon in Rosemont. The Kern County Sheriff's Office says it's looking into the discovery of remains that appear to be human. The remains were found yesterday afternoon in a desert area near Rattlesnake Road. KCSO says homicide detectives responded to the scene and have taken over the investigation. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Sheriff's Office at 861-3110 or the Secret Witness Hotline at 322-4040. And an early morning fire displaces a family in southwest Bakersfield. Now, according to Bakersfield Fire, it happened around 6:45 a.m. on Ash Road near the Dollar Tree on Main Avenue. Battalion Chief Mike Lencioni says he lives down the street and was able to see smoke from his window. Now, when he and other crews arrived on scene, the residents were outside of the home, but told firefighters they still had animals inside. They were able to safely rescue one cat and are working to find the others. The residence is a duplex. BFD says they were able to contain the fire to just 1 unit. The cause of that fire is under investigation. And crews are investigating a fire that broke out a car dealer in East Bakersfield. It happened just before 4 this morning on California Avenue at Limited Motors Auto Group. We will have more on this story and more details ahead at 6 this evening. Now to Kern County's death toll that continues to climb. Kern Public Health announced 16 new deaths today, bringing our death toll to 1,026. Yesterday, we surpassed the grim milestone of 1,000 deaths from the novel virus. In addition, Public Health also announced 78 new cases today. Our daily average is down to 86, the lowest it's been in several months. 109 people are in the hospital, 23 remain in the ICU. And Public Health has updated its COVID-19 death data. Those aged 65 and older continue to be the most disproportionately affected group, accounting for nearly 68% of deaths in Kern County, while making up just 11.6% of the county's population. Currently, there have been no deaths in anyone under the age of 18. Public Health says comorbidities such as diabetes and hypertension are contributing to the number of deaths. Just 29 of the county's deaths have been reported without underlying conditions. Hispanics and African Americans continue to be impacted more than other ethnicities. And with local death tolls totaling more than 1,000, 17 News is reaching out to those who have lost a loved one. We've provided a space for the community to honor those who've died by uploading their photos and sharing their names and memories. That's why we've launched the Those We've Lost Gallery. If you'd like to post a picture, we have a link on our website at kget.com. And Kern County is making strides when it comes to getting everyone vaccinated for COVID-19, but there's still a long way to go. State data shows Tuesday was another record-breaking day for the number of vaccines administered in one day. More than 7,500 shots were given Tuesday. That's 619 more vaccines given in one day than the previous record set on Sunday. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine now being given to people locally and public health expanding eligibility to more people is a couple of the reasons why we're seeing this welcome increase. And Blessing Corner Ministries is reaching out to help more people get the COVID-19 vaccine. They've teamed up with Adventist Health to hold a vaccination clinic at the Blessing Corner, which is located at 101 Union Avenue. That is running today until 1:40 p.m. It's designed for those 65 years and older and those with specific health risks. They're using the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine, so those who get the vaccine do not have to come back for their second shot. And there's more. Blessing Corner says the first 200 people vaccinated will receive a free food basket. And here's a look at who's eligible to get the vaccine right now. The newest groups include pregnant women and those with health conditions like cancer, type 2 diabetes, and chronic kidney disease. It also covers people with developmental disabilities and those in certain work settings like public transit and prisons. Public health officials say it will be easy for those in high-risk groups to sign up for their shots. And a reminder, if you are in one of those eligible groups, you can sign up for a vaccine appointment using the state's website, myturn.ca.gov. You can also call 833-422-4255 to schedule an appointment. Taking a look around town, Adventist Health is holding its Night of Hope and Healing prayer event tomorrow. In light of California's one-year anniversary of its first stay-at-home order, community members are invited to pray for patients, caregivers, and the community. It's happening at 6:45 p.m. at Adventist Health's Bakersfield's main parking lot located on Chester Avenue, but community members are also invited to the other Adventist Health sites parking lot in Delano and Tehachapi. The event will be broadcasted live on Life 88.3 FM radio. And Bakersfield Heart Hospital is also holding an event. That one is today to remember the more than 1,000 lives lost to COVID-19. It's happening at 6:30 p.m. in the main parking lot area of Bakersfield Heart Hospital. A short memorial will be held to recognize local healthcare heroes, those who have battled COVID-19 and survived, and those who have lost their fight. Patients and families of all COVID patients are invited to attend. And the Greyhound bus station in downtown Bakersfield is moving, but not too far away. Last night, the City Council voted unanimously to move the bus station to the city-owned Amtrak station on Truxton Avenue down the street from Mechanics Bank Arena. In the agreement with Greyhound Lines, it includes a 10-year lease at $2,000 a month for the first year. The 62-year-old building, which houses the currently Greyhound bus station, has been sold and is planned to be knocked down and build a 4-story apartment complex in its place. And Get Bus is going green. The Golden Empire Transit Board of Directors approved pursuing hydrogen fuel technology in anticipation of 5 new hydrogen buses arriving in the next few months. The move will allow Get to move forward on meeting state regulations, which require Get to purchase and use buses powered by alternative fuels with the lowest possible emissions. The board also approved increasing service, including the expansion of on-demand rides from the southwest into downtown and the east side of Bakersfield.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.